there, my name is Beck, and you're the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. This is a review of the Big Finish release, Doctor Who, Colin here, starring Colin Baker and Miranda Raison. This is nearly the penultimate. This is the number 273 of their monthly releases. Oh God, that one's got been going quite a while. 273 months. They have 2 more months to go. This range has been running on fumes. This range has been running on fumes for well over a year. I can't remember the last time I recommended one. In fact, the last time I recommended one was, I think, was by the same writer. It was quite some time ago, right? Roland Moore. We're gonna get it. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? Depends on how much time and money you got, really, I guess. I would say, like most of the main range, it's completely skippable, right? Completely skippable. But we'll go into it. We'll go into it indeed. Before we get there, can I ask you guys, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the share button? People need to know. People need to know what the Rabbi thinks of a Big Finish Doctor Who releases. I guess they do. I tell you, it's always disturbing when you notice you're talking about yourself in the third person. That normally means you become a supervillain, right? Maybe I have. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we're heading up to 3,000 subscribers. We're not that far out. We're about 170 subscribers away. So yeah, I guess we'll get there. I guess we'll get there. Like, share, subscribe, and if you could go check the video outs. Because my Indiegogo is currently running. That's how I would like to monetize the channel. In fact, it's my only hope, because it's the only thing I'm doing to monetize the channel. So these are two I would say very good comic books. Very good comic books. And I've worked out you can have local shipping in the UK and the US, because shipping's a freaking nightmare. I'm about a week away from getting local shipping in Australia and in Canada. I just I'm waiting for the prices to come in. So yeah, the Rabbi from another planet. Fridges are dumb. The Rabbi from another planet's comic book bonanza. 2 stonking great graphic novels. The main package is on sale. You got 39 left at this level. You're paying $40 for both books, and you get 4 of these, I would say, highly tasteful art cards, which are somewhat based on whatever titillated me as a 12-year-old child. So we got a bit of a James Bond action here, keeping the British end up. Everybody's favourite companion. No hanky-panky in the TARDIS. Judge Anderson, don't even think it's Citizen, and party like it's 1999, right? So they're all kind of genre-related. We have a Star Trek Next Generation one being made right now. Be Deanna Troy saying, I'm sensing extreme emotions, Captain. I'm sensing extreme emotions, Captain. And the way the campaign is tracking, I reckon we're going to get to the 10,000 stretch goal where those cards, there's a series of 4 cards with 1 chaser. We're going to add another 5 in, so we're going to get. The better the campaign does, the better everybody does. So listen, go check it out. If it's for you, great. If it's not, if you could share it, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And I do give I do tithe. I give 10% of my income to charity. I'm going to tell you the charities that I'm picking. The 10%, whatever income I make from this, at the end of this video, go stick around so you can hear about them. If you don't like my bloody little comic books, right? If you don't like my bloody little comic books, go and check out both these wonderful charities that I recommend highly. Also, one last thing, I give prizes away on this channel each week. Normally, it's a competition. Somebody I put a hashtag out. Now I'm giving that's you have to be a subscriber. That's how I try and talk you into subscribing. One of the ways. Now I'm trying to. Now I'm giving away the same prizes to backers. So 1 in every 5 backers gets a random prize. So we're going to get, we got Breaking Bad Season 3, that's going out. We have Lord of the Rings, Fellowship, was it? Return of the King, special edition. Graphic novels, we've got tons of Judge Dredd Graphic Novels. Here, what's it? Got Complete Case Files, Volume 15 here. Got Volume 20. So anyway, fun time should be had by all. So let's look at this release from Big Finish. Doctor Who, Colony of Fear. So yeah, this is an indication of how much I liked it, right? You can download it. What I used to do is download them on my desktop and put them into my iTunes. Now I only do that if it's an episode that I particularly like because I listen to it on the Big Finish app, which they should let you stream your content. You have to download it. It doesn't let you stream it. Don't know why. I think that's a bit of a bit of a mistake. So this one I haven't bothered downloading. I just listened on the app, which is the way for most of the main range. The main range is just, I think, completely out of steam. Good cover though. The cover does kind of show you everything that's going on. It's a decent poster for it. Fine. Let's read the blurb. Sometimes the TARDIS takes the Doctor where he needs to go. Answering a distress call out of from the outworld of Triketha, well, Urethra, from Triketha, the Doctor and Constance Clark. Constance Clark, good companion for Colin Baker's Doctor. She's a 1940s Rem played by Miranda Raison. She's got this like very posh cut glass 1940s accent and sensibility, and I think it actually works quite well. I think most of the Colin Baker companions work pretty well with Colin Baker. He's a very good Doctor to bounce off, right? So he's on. We constantly discover human colonists battling against an onslaught of giant, malevolent insects. The insect sting induces a coma, and it's only a matter of time before all the colonists succumb. The Doctor is curious as the origins of the insect, which appear to be from nowhere. He offers his assistance to the colonist governor, but this is the Doctor's first. But is this the Doctor's first trip to Triketha, or has he been here before? The Doctor must confront his past that he has no memory of, and take responsibility for consequences of his actions. So the first problem is this: we're dealing with like the Doctor has a huge amnesia block in his life, and the amnesia block is around the second Doctor. So I think this is talking about season 5B, the season 5B theory where the Doctor worked as a agent for the Celestial Intervention Agency or the Time Lords in some way after War Games, and he's had all that wiped from his memory. I think that's what it's referencing. So so you got a few very good ideas here. I think the big problem with it is that it's just out of energy, right? There's no reason for it, right? It's just skippable. It's absolutely skippable. So you've got this colony. They're being as I said, menaced by these malevolent insects, and when they sting you, you go into coma. I'm going to mildly spoil this and tell you more what's going on. And if you don't want to hear it, click off. I would say it's missable. I give it a 5, maybe a 5.5 out of 10, right? So fine. On to spoilers. So the Doctor shows up, and he works out that these aliens are intelligent, and these insects are intelligent and have this hive group mind. And as you're stung by them, you become part of their gestalt entity, so you got that thing going on. But far more interestingly is where they came from. Where they came from is a terrible mistake that the Doctor made. Right, the terrible mistake the Doctor made, where he dropped somebody off. He picked a young companion up, right? And the second Doctor went off and had like lots of adventures with him and dropped him off, thinking it was like the minute later. It turns out he was 50 or 60 years earlier. So we got the father of the kid who was taken by the Doctor, thinking his kid's vanished and like doesn't know where he is. And so he's got all that going on. Plus we have the actual kid who has to wait 30 or 40 years. So he's an old man by the time he can go back and see his father again. Interesting enough, there was like this real tension between father and son that just didn't go away. That was when they finally realized who each other was. That they fell right back into the pattern of that relationship, which seemed very authentic to me. Yeah, it seemed very authentic. For me, it left more questions than came up with answers. It was not that gripping, right? It took me a few days to get through it because I just was like, but I'm like that with all the main range right now. I really am. I'm like, thank God there's only 2 more to go. Performances are generally speaking solid. Let's have a look at the cast list. Let's look at Backstage first. It was recorded on location. It was recorded remotely and then via Soundhouse in September. Okay, and the cast is Dr. Colin Baker, Miranda Raison, Nicholas Avery, Rachel Atkins, Misha Malcolm. Is it Leighton Poe? I think Leighton Poe. I'm saying his name wrong. I'm sure. Fine. Yeah, they're all fine performances. Have nothing to really complain about. It's just listen. If I wasn't subscribed till the end, I would be like, okay, I'm done. I wouldn't bother with this at all. I wouldn't bother with any of the main range anymore. But in general, sadly, my Big Finish buying has taken a real hit because the quality in 2020 was really, in a lot of places, very, very ropey, right? Very ropey. This year, 2021 looks very good. You got the Christopher Eccleston adventures. You got the War Doctor Begins, which I'm really up for. I think it's great. You got Dalek Universe. So they got a lot of very, very good stuff coming out. I mean, they're moving away from the monthly range, thank God. Although the thing they're replacing it with, didn't really suck me in. Like the next thing I saw is a box set with Colin Baker. I think it's Colin Baker and the 7. Yeah, I think it's it's Colin Baker and the 11, who's a pretty great villain. But I don't know, like there's just so much of it now. It seems, without there being like a real hook for it, they've gone beyond completionist for me, right? So I'm not really that interested. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Because I've just had so many ropey ones now, right? That's the trouble. There we are. So that's Colin and Fear. Not a bad story. I might give it above 5.5. Let's give it 6.5, right? It's not a bad story. It strikes me, though, that all these should just be available on a streaming service, on an audio streaming service, which is, I think, it's not good enough. It's not a good enough hook to make me want to listen to it, right? Well, you know what I think Big Finish should really do? They should have a streaming service with 50 titles a month. They put 50 of their releases on a month of mostly Doctor Who, but other ranges as well, and have that change every month, and that way you get a lot more use out of their dead content, and more people listen to it, right? That's really the bottom line. More people listen to it. Fine. Let me just talk to you about these two charities quickly. Firstly, it's Yad Eliezer. That's a local charity here in Israel. They do poverty relief. Relief. They started up like just providing food for people who didn't have enough food to make it through the week. They started doing that, but then expand into lots and lots of programs. They have a lot because they have Big Brother and Sister program. I love that. They have Feed a Baby. They have Adopt a Wedding. That's one of my favorite ones. It really is one of my favorite ones. Which is you give money and they put it into beautifying weddings of people who are destitute, right? Because I just kind of feel that nobody should feel destitute. Their wedding day, everybody should feel like royalty. So I love this charity. I'm so psyched to give to it. My stupid little comic book doesn't interest you. By the way, go check it out. My stupid little comic book doesn't interest you. Go check out this charity anyway. The link here is in the video notes. Also, I'm giving to Noah's Ark. So this was a charity I found about through Peter Capaldi. Fantastic charity. Absolutely fantastic charity. It's a hospice for dying children. They want to make the children and their families, every moment of their precious lives count, right? Just as great as they can be. I can't think of anything better, right? I cannot think of anything better to do. And so again, my comic book doesn't interest you. Go check them out. If you give them 50p, it doesn't matter how little it is. Give them whatever you can. It's good for you. It's good for you. It elevates you, right? Giving charity is a really, really good thing. I recommend it very strongly. You know what else I recommend? Checking out my Indiegogo. Check out my Indiegogo. My name is Elon Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.